Okay, in this video we will continue our review. We will be simplifying square roots and we will be doing I to any power. Alright, it's all about complex numbers. Alright? If we have a negative under a radical, what happens?
You take the I.
You got to take the I, right? So for many of these problems, so the first thing I should see, I mean, you don't have to show this step because it's so simple, but so we have I radical 100, but that's a perfect square. So what's the square root of 100?
10.
That's 10. So your final answer for number 19 should be 10I. 10I. Okay? Now look at number 20. Again, the negative under the radical, that's going to be I. So I'm going to have I root 50. Don't stop here. On the quiz, some of you guys were stopping here. If you have a use of your TI-30, then use it. All right, square root of 50 is 5 radical 2. All right, so there's my 5 radical 2. Where does the I go? In between. Okay, 5I radical 2. You will lose a point if you put the I in the wrong spot. If you didn't have a calculator, just real quick, remember, let me change colors. If you have no calculator and you have to do radical 50, remember that this is just 25 times 2, and the square root of 25 is 5. So you can do it really fast. 21. That negative 3 is just sitting there minding its own business, so don't do anything to the negative 3. All right, focus on the radical negative 18. That negative is under the radical, that's going to be I. So now I've got I radical 18. If you have a calculator, use it. Square root of 18 is 3 radical 2. So now I have 3I radical 2. Okay, now I'm going to put this back over here. This is going to be multiplication though. So it's negative 3 times 3I radical 2. So that will be negative 9I radical 2. So this would be your final answer for number 21. Okay, again, if you did not have a calculator, then that radical 18, you would have done, oh, that's 9 times 2. So that's 3 radical 2. Any questions about number 21? We have learned to simplify I to any power. You guys are really good at this. Most of you use the chart method, it seems like. Looking at your papers, I see little charts everywhere. So remember the chart went like this. The chart was like this. We have I squared, I to the third power, and I to the fourth power. All right? is just I. I squared is negative 1. I to the third power is negative I, and I to the fourth power is 1. Over here, I think about money, okay, specifically quarters. 1 quarter is 25 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents. 3 quarters is 75 cents. And 4 quarters is $1. Once you have that chart happening, you can take this power and divide it by 4. So if I do 30 divided by 4, I get 7.5. All right, that 0.5 tells me that I'm right here. That means the answer is going to be negative 1. Okay? I also could have done this by the factor tree method. I to the 30th power. The nearest multiple of 4 is 28. So that's I to the 28 and I squared. The 28 goes away. I squared is negative 1. Okay? You can do that also super fast. I to the 44th power. It would be silly if you did this by the chart method. Right? Why would it be silly to do the chart method on this?
It's also divisible by 4.
It's immediate. It's already divisible by 4. Okay? So you know the answer is going to be 1 right off the bat. Okay? 525 divided by 4. Why not? Okay? 131.25. Okay, that 0.25 chart method tells me that I'm right here. The answer is I. Okay? One more time. If I was going to do this by the factor tree method, I would go, oh, well, this is the same thing as I to the 500 power, and then 25. All right, that's a multiple of 4. That's gone. But 25 is 24 with 1 left over. 24 is gone, so that just leaves I.